Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT 2.0 and AEW Dynamite, and we are back from a great 4th of July. We're going to talk about Great American Bash and shit. What can we say about AEW Dynamite? Quan, how you feeling? How was your 4th of July, man?
Man, you know what? 4th of July, it was kind of chill, man. I didn't really do much. I lied. Saturday night, I definitely went outside.
Why'd you lie?
Shit. I totally forgot I went out. Let me tell you something. That new Drake, it hit different outside. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The DJ played Sticky. Let me tell you.
It sounds great in a lounging spot. That's what
It's nice. It's nice little vibe. Nice little vibe. Yeah, man. But as for my actual 4th, I didn't do anything. I think I stayed home. I just played some plays. I played Fall Guys. I'm really tapped into Fall Guys right now.
You and Mark are like the only two motherfuckers I still know that plays Fall Guys, like for real.
I never played it before, and it was free, so I was like, let me go.
Wait, you never played it?
I didn't, because they didn't have it for Xbox. I had Xbox before. So I had never played it before. But yeah, I understand the hype now. I see why everyone was playing it. It is fun. It's real casual, so I don't have to invest a lot of time in it. I can play a couple games and just be out. I appreciate that, because I just don't have the time no more, man.
I would say of all the battle royales I have played, Fall Guys is the less stressful, because it's just platforming. You really got to do much else. But the Vampire Masquerade, the Blood Hunt one.
That's the battle royale joint, the one where like just jumping off of roofs and stuff. It looks interesting.
It is probably the most fun that I've had playing a battle royale in a really long time. Like, I don't feel like, I would say I'm not good at battle royales, but there's a sense of anxiety that comes over me as soon as I see like, oh fuck, there's only 2 teams left. But with Vampire the Masquerade, it's like super casual to me. Like, I'll go play stupid and like whatever. I know, because like there's a level of seriousness when you're playing like an Apex or a Warzone.
Oh no, Apex, you gotta be locked in. You have to be locked in.
I don't be locked in for Vampire Masquerade because I do solo queue and I play solo, and you get like lives and that shit. So I just be fucking around for real. I like Vampire the Masquerade, so had to show it some love. The game that I'm extremely tapped into since PlayStation Plus introduced their little premium joint, Ghost of Tsushima.
I seen it. I saw you posting a little screenshot. You and I think you and X was posting the screenshots.
That game is beautiful, bro.
It is. It really is.
Dog. The game be like, look at me at every single fucking point. Like,
how's the performance though? Is it like, are the frames still straight? Like,
yes, absolutely amazing. No, I would say I experienced like stutter like once, and I think I don't know what really caused it. I just think like the wind was just going crazy, so there was a little bit of slowdown. There was a lot of motion going on.
Because the wind's blowing. Definitely, I never played it, but I know, like, I kind of seen just clips.
But like the game is just like, I was talking to Justin and Mark, who played it before me. Assassin's Creed, you fucked up not going to Japan first, because it's gonna be very hard to fucking compete with this shit.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, yo, the game is beautiful. Like, I'll fast travel anywhere, and the camera will just be at the perfect spot, looking over the horizon, or like what is it? The game just likes to change weather patterns or just like times of day. So like, I'll be on top of a cliff and it'll be like sunny as fuck. By the time I get down the hill,
it's black
sunset, and the fucking sunset is blooming perfectly off like the trees and shit. The wind is moving nicely. Like it felt surreal.
I might have to mess with it.
Just upgrade to the premium, and it's free.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much is the premium?
Ooh, how much? Since I already paid for the PlayStation Plus that month, they gave me like a discounted rate, so I only paid $26 for the upgrade. that is my plug for my the Sony, bro. Like, if you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, like, please tap in. That game is absolutely beautiful. Like, even if you're, it's a nice little story driven game. I would say my only complaints is that I can't skip cutscenes. Sometimes I just be like, hey man, get me back in the game because this shit is gorgeous.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of fun. I love that. In a game I was playing previously before that, I don't normally get to talk about video games on here, which is like really my passion besides wrestling. That like I can talk about wrestling for like a finite amount of time, but like video games, I could go on for fucking ever. But the last thing I will say is I played Cyberpunk 2077. That game.
Have they fixed it finally? Is it actually playable?
Hold on. Let me get that game is really fucking good. I wish they did not release it in the state it was in. And I feel like a lot of people are not going to tap in because how shitty that launch was. Like that first impression. Yeah,
their reputation done. They can't do anything with that game.
I am here to say that they more or less fixed it. Like for me, I probably played like 30 hours. Probably like 3 crashes. I experienced like 3 like weird bugs, nothing crazy. Like if you walk and answer your cell phone, you could only strafe. And I was just like, well, why is that? Cars are just cars. Sometimes they just don't function well and it's weird. But Cyberpunk is a really good fucking game. Like really, really good. So
maybe
if
I ever catch it on a sale or something, if I catch it on a sale or something, is it on sale? You know, the PS Plus joint?
I got it on sale.
Okay. In the PS Plus.
What is it? Justin got it like a few months ago before me. He was just like, hey man, it's only like $24. And then like when they fix it, it'll be worth that 70 that it was supposed to be at launch. And I was just like, yeah, you wanted something, bro.
You wanted something.
I copped Cyberpunk Skyrim's 10th anniversary edition and like something else I'm forgetting. I think it might have been Ghost actually. Before like I forgot. I bought like 3 games and it was like $100. I was just like, fuck it, I got $100.
You can't beat that. Oh, you got money. You got that little bonus. You got that little bonus check.
You know what I mean? So Cyberpunk is really good. Like I can't co-sign it enough. Like the game is beautiful. It is pretty. It's very fun. I think combat is fun. So that is your co-sign. And yeah, I'm trying to remember. I bought like 3 games and I forget what it was, but whatever. And I've been playing 2K with Mark, but
2K, huh? You on the park?
2K is really fucking fun. No, I'm not on the park.
When you have friends to play with, 2K is very fun. It's a very fun thing.
Yeah.
I'm not buying next season though. I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it.
No. We say that.
They're not getting me this year. They've got
2K was free with the premium joint. So I was just like, I always wanted to play 2K. Fuck it, I'll tap there. I'm terrible, but I'm having a lot of fucking fun.
It's fun. As long as you're having fun. That's all that matters. I still gotta finish Guardians of the Galaxy. I bought that game like a year ago, and I still have not finished that damn game.
There's a lot of games.
And the worst part is, it's like it's not even a bad game. I'm enjoying my time playing the game. I just never want to play it.
I have a lot of games like that I have to like go back to, or like games I bought and never touched.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds. I brought Outer Worlds, Cyberpunk, and Skyrim's 10th anniversary edition. Outer Worlds, that's a skip, dog. I ain't gonna get into that. We don't need that negativity on here.
Right there.
But
I don't know what that is.
2K is really fucking fun. I just like fucking around and shooting threes. Last thing I'll say about video games is our good friend Mark, who's actually been on here before. He's been featured on A Show Network several times before. Small Callers. He hasn't done this show yet. He's been on the A Show. You may know him.
The War Report.
You've been on the War Report when I did that?
Yes. Me, you, and him definitely did a podcast together. I've only did a podcast with Mark like once ever. And that was like the only time. Damn,
I gotta ask Mark when was that? I don't remember that. he'll be streaming on Twitch at some point in time, and I don't know, go support the kid, man. I love Mark to death, and I think his streams are great. And you might see me on there on one of our 2K streams, just fucking chucking the ball up.
Also, shout out to Mark and Jeff. Final episode of RSPN. My favorite basketball podcast. Oh, actually, the only basketball podcast I listen to at RSPN and Jalen and Jacoby. That's it. Those are the only two. Those my guys. All four of my guys right there for basketball talk. Man, been a fun run. I've listened. I can't say I listen to every episode, but I listen to most of them. And yeah, just awesome stuff, man. I'm happy for you guys. Happy for whatever y'all doing going forward. Just kind of sad to see it go, though. I ain't gonna lie, a little sad to see it go.
Yeah, man. I didn't get to say any final words for RSPN or send like a voicemail or question anything because I talk to Mark every day. So even when he told us that he had plans with the show, I was devastated.
Yeah.
That show was my only link to basketball. Like that was the only reason I cared about basketball in the slightest.
Yeah.
I use the knowledge that I gained from RSPN to talk to my friends like fiancés about basketball. Like
yeah, right.
I have a lot of art friends, so like we could talk about art, and their husbands would be like or like fiancés or partners are just like interested in like not that. So it's just like I'll get it, you, bro. I'll fuck with you, bro. Let's have a mutual interest. So RSPN was my gateway to that. I no longer have anything to say in barbershops. I have nothing to say on the basketball matters at this point. It's all over, man. But shout out to Mark and Jeff, man. I know Jeff is still going to be around for the Lookout. Mark is still going to be doing his thing on Black Print, which is what I was tapped into earlier tonight.
I need to listen to more of those.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic. So yeah, man. Sad to see RSPN go, man. Is there, before we tap into In the Trenches, is there any other podcast that like kind of just ended and you're like really sad about? Because when RSPN ended, I just remember like all the podcasts that I listened to, and I was just like, oh man, that sucks.
You know what I was sad about?
Nothing's forever.
That ended.
You know
what I was sad about that ended? Two Belts. I was sad when Two Belts ended.
Man,
I was very sad about Two Belts ending. Shout out to the Meals and Carlos, man.
Yeah, man. Two Belts. That's where I know Meals from, of course.
Yeah. Me too.
Two Belts is probably the own. I still listen to random acts of podcasts from time to time. Shout out to Amp. But Two Belts was like one of the rare variety show podcasts that I listened to. Just like a podcast that talked about like a wide array of things. Normally I would listen to podcasts that were just like kind of hyper focused on one thing. Like, I have a show where they talked about wrestling. I had other podcasts where shout outs to Two Belts. They put me on Dating in NYC. I thought that podcast was great, even though I don't live in NYC at all. Shout out to Jordan. I think she's great. What is it? Listening to Lookout stuff. Like that is specifically my, stuff for anime, and I listen to stuff about video games from time to time. But Two Belts was a very sad thing. I feel like we could try to finesse a Two Belts reunion for this show. We gonna try that.
Do it. I'm with it.
I love Carlos and Meals. I think they were great. I think I always admire Meals as a podcast. I don't think I ever told him that or ever said that to him. I wish I said that to him when he was here, when he stopped by that one time.
That's how I feel about that's how I feel about Mark. I think Mark's one of the I like all of us. I think Mark's the best of all of us. I really do.
So
I genuinely do.
I knew Meals already from Two Belts, and then I met Justin later down that line.
Yeah.
And so when they started doing the A show, it was just like, oh, cool, I always admired Meals as a podcaster. I thought the way he structured things was fantastic. I think Mark has a good podcast voice.
He does.
And when they were talking very candid on the RSPN episode, it was cool to see how he thinks, man. He's really good at what he does. Podcast, I would
haven't listened. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm gonna go on a run tomorrow. I'm gonna wait for my run.
It's a really good episode. I wish we could do it. I think we should do an episode like that, but not because we're ending.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Just talk about the production of like what we do on the A show. Like I feel like that is something, you know, we could peel back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
What else? Now one last thing before we go into
all right, let's really do one last thing.
This is the last one. Podcasters I admire before, you know, kind of doing this thing. Amp from Random Active Podcast. I think
of course
what they've been putting together over there at ROP Studios is like shit, man. that shit is crazy. Mules, of course, because I've been listening to him for a long time. Mark, his voice, and then Rob for the Forecast and Ugly Radio. Just how they did things. Like podcasters that keep it raw, man. I know Justin's gonna be like, "What about me?" But like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
I fuck with Justin, man.
I met Justin as a pal. You know, I didn't know him from making any content or anything like that.
Yeah. Also, you know what I want to give a shout out to? Because I used to listen to Cheap Heat religiously. Now I don't so much, but they're still my guys. Just because I just don't have time to listen to that many podcasts. I still fuck with Cheap Heat. But Stat Guy Greg, that's our guy. Come on now.
All our supporters, you know, Stat Guy Greg, Jeff J, fantastic people.
Oh, Jeff J is fantastic. He's the other person. Jeff J is fantastic, man.
Yeah, great person. I wish he could be our third person on this show because I think,
Jeff is
he is an amazing individual. But now let's get into Indies Trenches, man. So we talked about it a little bit last week. Tony Khan gives us an update on Santana, who was stretchered out after Blood and Guts. And I think it's weird in his quote, but we're going to get into it. Excuse me. Let me click this. Open up. All right. He talked it out on Busted Open Radio, which he's oddly on a lot. Apparently he's on there like a lot.
I think he did like every Monday or something. Like he had like a Monday night like little segment.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So talking about the Blood and Guts match, he was just like, obviously it's a very dangerous match, and going into it, we knew the injuries are a possibility. I think it's relatively a long injury, so could be that Santana is out, or will be for him whenever he's needed. Unfortunately, Blood and Guts, it does come with injuries. It's a knee injury that he suffered, and hopefully he'll be back relatively soon.
So what is it? Is he out for a long time, or is he out soon, or is he coming back soon? Give us an answer. I hate when when it comes to injuries, AEW is just so vague about it all the time. Just tell us what's going on. Why are you doing that for? To surprise us when they come back? I don't.
Yeah, and honestly, like, no disrespect to Santana. You know, we do love Santana and Ortiz around here, but like, I don't think that people would be devastated if he was injured and he was out for a long time. Like, I don't think it directly affects the show at all. Like, if he's going to be out for a long time, just tell us. Like, just be honest about it. Like, unless like there's some discretion between like you and Santana, which I think it'd be weird for a wrestler to just be like, don't tell anybody that I'll be out long. Like, you know, I don't know. Shit. It's a possibility. That's why I'm just throwing it out there. But I don't get it. I don't know why. The vagueness of the update on Santana. Hopefully Santana is okay. Period. You know, hopefully he's
nothing too like, you know, career threatening.
Yeah. I think that's very unfortunate for him.
Speaking of injuries, I think we had an update on Adam Cole. I didn't put it on the docket, but I think he said torn labrum and serious concussion. So those are both things that are going on. I think he's been had the torn labrum. I think because
he was working hurt. Yeah,
he's working hurt, but the concussion's recent, and I've heard it's a pretty bad concussion. So
okay, because the report came out that he got concussed in his match against Samoa Joe.
I think he got reconcussed. I believe he might have got reconcussed. I don't know. I think he might have got hurt on for like reconcussed on Forbidden Door. I don't know.
I do not want to slander AEW in this front. Like, well, like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm only hard, like, you know, I'm being harsh because I don't like AEW, but it's just like the way that they handle wrestlers over there is very worrisome.
Very old school. Very I don't want to use the term. I don't want to use the term outlaw mud show, but it's very outlaw mud show-ish. A little bit.
I wouldn't say outlaw. I would just, in just a couple words, like I think it's dangerous. I think that it is reckless. I'm worried for a lot of the people. I wouldn't have put Adam Cole out there if he was like torn up like this. Like that Jay White, the Forbidden Door stuff with Jay White, Hangman, and Okada, like it would have been okay if Adam Cole was not involved. Like I think I would have lived if he was like not on the card. There was already a lot of people not on the card, and I don't think I would have been like, oh man, Adam Cole's out too.
Yeah, right. I don't think the show was like in desperate need of Adam Cole. Was Adam Cole on the show? Fine, yeah, but like it wasn't like I'm not gonna watch the show if Adam Cole's not on the show type of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think that sucks that like I just don't like people being hurt, like and
we understand it is wrestling. Wrestlers are gonna wrestle hurt, but like when you don't need to and you're going that hard, that's where I'm just like, what are we doing? Well, you don't need to do this like this.
And my thing is that like the wrestler hurt thing is just like, yeah, like sometimes we go to work and we're not 100%, or we do things and we're not 100%. But if you have the option to opt out of this, like some of us, regular folk, gotta work because, we gotta put food on the table. But like, dude, like you're gonna get paid if you're not booked on the show.
Yeah, right. You're not like an indie. You're not like you're on the indies where you're like, wondering when your next meal is going to be. You need to book this whole weekend to get paid twice on Sunday. You're going to get paid.
Yeah, you're going to get paid to recover. And then like whatever, you probably just got to fill out, what is it? I don't think they do that for injuries, but like, the time that you were out will be extended onto your like contract or whatever that deal that WWE does from time to time. But like, what are you doing? Like, we got to be smarter than this, like for real. And I feel like a lot of folks got to say no.
That's the problem. A lot of them aren't going to say no because they want that that precious TV time. There's only 5 hours and Cole 4 hours in the AEW programming.
Adam Cole is definitely not one of those people that are just like, oh man, I got to eat. Like, I got to get that TV time or I get nothing. Because he was getting that shit like all ripped. I think a lot of the people that are injured should not be really worried about that because either you wasn't getting TV time to begin with because your ass was on Dark, or you was a main eventer. So that is very worrisome on that front. I hope everybody on AEW they recover soon. Like to hear about how damaged Kenny Omega is, like that shit is crazy to me. And I hate that I called it too.
You heard that quote he said? He said, one more injury and I'm done. Like I can't do this no more.
And I was just like, damn, nigga.
Yeah.
For real, like,
what the crazy part about all this is too? The lack of star power showed tonight. It definitely showed tonight. They had some geeks out there tonight, man. Let me tell you.
No, they had some L7 weenies for real. But let's get more into Trench's news. So Paige sends her final goodbyes, her official farewell to WWE in her Player Tribune article, just talking honest and candid about her experience in the WWE. I didn't have the chance to read it. They talked about it a little bit on the A show, but you posed the question in our docket: is Paige WWE bound?
AEW bound.
AEW bound. And like I just said, I'm very worrisome about the wrestlers that come into AEW, and they should be very worried about their health and stuff like that. I do not think that Paige should be AEW bound, but will she? Who knows?
Absolutely. Damn well he does. Tony Khan's already sent an email, phone call, something. He's been in contact with Paige already, I'm sure.
Amen.
All out. We're going to see her at the top of the ramp.
I said it. I said it already. I don't remember what episode I said it, but I remember saying it. People that leave WWE because like they're injured and go to AEW so they can wrestle sets a very bad precedent. Like,
I mean, low-key, Brian started it. Brian threatened to go to AEW if WWE wasn't going to let him, free.
Shit. That might have been the episode where
I'm not Brian, not Brian. Edge. I'm sorry, Edge said it, not Brian.
No, yeah,
but either way,
that like we know that Paige has like her neck issues and stuff like that, and she still has not been medically cleared. So like not saying that WWE word is end all be all, but just the way that AEW has handled this sort of thing in the past, I'm not gonna take their word for it. So if WWE doctor says that like, nah, you can't really wrestle, or like, you kind of cook, and then suddenly shit, you go to AEW and everything fine. Come on, man. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not that interested in seeing Paige. I think Paige is cool, but like, I don't know what you gonna do there.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially as a woman on AEW, like, what are you gonna do?
Marina Shafir got all the spots, man.
You feel me? Like, is Paige gonna eat them spots, bro? As far as what I would like to see for Paige to do in AEW, if she was to show up, she could be a mouthpiece for somebody. I don't know who. I think her and Nyla Rose could be a cool pairing, but I don't think Nyla Rose needs a talker.
She's one of the best women talkers in the company. If anybody, maybe like I don't even know, like a Chris Statlander or something. I have no idea who you put Paige with. Somebody. I can't.
It's I think it's like that. I know a lot of people are high on Sky Blue, so if y'all could put her in Sky Blue, I know she's injured, but like if you could put somebody that's super familiar and put it with Sky Blue to help her get some little experience, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's about it.
That's about it, man.
I don't have a desire to see Paige wrestle, especially if Thunder Rosa is still going to be like holding that belt tight for no goddamn reason. Don't bring Paige over, bro. Next, we got. Sorry, this is a lot of AEW centric news, and it seems like we're just putting this to shit on AEW. But member of FTR, this is Dax, right? The ball was Dax, right? I don't know why. This is that. Okay, so he blames one company for putting tag team wrestling on the back burner. The quote here is, "For so long, tag team wrestling has been in the back burner because of one company for the last 20 or 30 years, or whatever it is. Always focused on singles wrestling. So tag teams guys would attempt to outshine their partner because they're focused on themselves. That's selfish, but sometimes you got to be selfish in this business. For us, we wanted to change that. We wanted to completely change that. Now, my thoughts are, there are a lot of tag teams in WWE that have been tag teams for a very long time. What are you guys saying?" Like, we've seen the New Day be a 4-man group for so fucking long, and neither of those men have tried to outshine one another. We have the Usos, who they're not trying to outshine one another. Like, yes, we can like pick and choose and cherry pick, but like I would say a lot of teams that break up in the past, I would say years that I've been watching, probably been for the fucking best. Like, I'm pretty sure that American Alpha could have been a team for a really long time, but Jason Jordan got hurt. Otis and Tucker Knight, I think it was for the best that they broke up. And people want, it's crazy because, they want people to outshine themselves so they can become single stars in the same week where people have been trying to break up the Street Profits for like months.
They're thirsty for that breakup, boy. They are
thirsty. Like, why?
As soon as Montez put a little muscle on. We breaking him up. That's the first thought everybody had. Mind you, Dawkins got a little fit too. He looks in better shape too.
I'm saying, like, what?
Like, Dawkins is also getting in good shape. Look, the thing with Dax and Cash to that effect, I'm not falling for this bait. This is bait. I know bait when I see it.
We fell for it because we need some shit to talk
about. I didn't put it on the docket. Cyrus put it on the docket. I skipped it on purpose. I'm like, this is bait. I'm not falling for this. I don't even want to talk about this. This is what Dax Harwood does. Dax Harwood is so much of a hey, look at me guy. Anytime he can be, that man loves attention. Not taking anything away from his in-ring ability. I think he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. But he loves himself some damn attention on the internet. And you know what? I just don't really care anymore what he has to say about stuff. This is what he does. This is what he does.
I think it's very fun to like, because, hey, man, I peep your game plan, bro. When you don't win for a little bit, you come at Tony Khan, you get a couple wins, and then you back on WWE's ass. That's how y'all motherfuckers operate, bro. Or everything all straight.
Anything to keep them in the headlines. They must be in the headlines at all time.
Like, let me check his TL right now, because there was a part of the AEW show where them motherfuckers was chanting y'all name and you ain't have no slick shit to say. Let's see. Uncle Dax. Yeah, man. Where's the slick shots? Okay, he made some slick shots. All right, I fuck with you, bro.
Hey, man.
You know. But yeah, there's a lot of teams on WWE who've not broken up and who've been tag teams for a really long time. Like,
yeah, but
we still have Viking Raiders. We have New Day. We have the Usos. We have Street Profits. Like,
I will say WWE absolutely did, affect the perception of tag teams. He's not wrong at what he said. I just don't care that he said it, because, like, why even bringing that up? Because now every tag team you see on TV, you'll see a whole 1,000 tweets about, oh, so-and-so, I can't wait for this team to break up. Like, immediately, people's minds are already on, this team should break up before, when they even form. They can't, like, people can't wait for the turn now on your partner, even though it's like the worst fucking overdone storyline ever.
They've been calling it for so long.
New Day.
Not. Oh man, they wanted to split New Day so fucking bad. God. And then when they did a slight split where they just broke off a little piece. Oh nope. My god!
Put it back together.
Oh god! And it was just like, all right, come on, bro. What are y'all niggas doing? The Shield came back together, one of the greatest factions in in this generation. Oh my god, what are you niggas doing? Like,
to be fair with the Shield, I think they should have kept it going a little longer. I think they didn't get a long enough face run. If they would have got that first, they were hot when they were faces for like that 2 months. They were hot, and then they just broke it out. I was like, damn, they should have kept that going a little bit longer.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was weird, and also it's just like it just kind of is what it is. I don't think tag team wrestling has like been, lesser these past few years, because I would say every pay-per-view or pretty much every pay-per-view, like I feel like the tag team division like shines when it wants to, even though like I'm not a big fan of tag team wrestling, just just some of the structure I'm just not really like, it doesn't really keep my attention the whole time.
I don't know how. I don't get
it. Sometimes I just feel like it's too formulaic.
It can be formulaic, but I think out of all the basic formulas in wrestling, tag team wrestling has the best basic formula, if that makes any sense.
Yes. To the point where
you can't go wrong.
Everybody does it. Yeah. Like
like tag team wrestling is like the fucking 3-man weave in basketball. Like it's tried and true.
Yeah.
It's never going to go. It still works. You see 3-man weave in college to this day. So you'll see the same tag team match formula in any promotion, anywhere you go. It works every time if you're done right.
So here's the contradiction. Sometimes I feel like but when it so when it is formulaic, like you got the hot tag, or getting heat on the guy, all the other stuff. But when it's done wrong, I'm just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? When they're not, getting that heat or like feeding a dude or whatever, feeding the baby faces or whatever. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, it makes you like tune out even more when it's done wrong. But it just kind of is what it is. What were you saying, bro?
I don't even remember what we were talking about. We can just go to the next topic.
Oh my god! Yeah, there was a little bit of technical difficulties, but yeah, tag team wrestling is not like my favorite. Like some of my favorite, like I have favorite tag team matches, but like a lot of my favorite matches are all like singles. Happy trails. We farewell to another Dark Order member, Colt Cabana. See ya, nigga. Fuck that in.
So allegedly, he's not going to be re-signing with AEW, and he never even at the tapings usually, which it's true. I haven't seen him often. However, Dax Harwood just retweeted and said it's complete fabrication that Colt Cabana is not leaving. I don't know how Dax Harwood would know these things, but somehow he knew this. So I guess it might be cap, according to Dax Harwood. I would like to hear Colt Cabana speak on it, but I guess we'll have to do it. I guess Dax will have to do for now.
No, he won't. Like you said, need that attention.
See,
I know. As soon as CM Punk signed, we're all just like, "Yep, let's see how long he stays." But like, it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of Colt Cabana. So it kind of is what it is. Now for our Patreon segment on the show, we're going to be talking about Money in the Bank. So if you want to tap into that, put that $5 down to the A Show Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. And with that said, let's get into NXT Great American Bash. Let's start out with that.
Was Jade. What a tag team contest to open up NXT's Great American Bash.
I was going to say try calling this one, but it looks like Toxic Attraction have finally taken full control of the matchup once again. Here we go.
Oh! Spoke a little bit too soon there, didn't you, Barrett? Wait a minute. Oh, roundhouse kick. Perez!
Oh, no.
Pop rocks! NXT is toxic no more. Here are your winners and new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez.
All right, Great American Bash. Quan, you got the card?
I got the card.
All right, let's get it. We start the show with Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez versus Toxic Attraction for the women tag team titles, and we get new champions, man. Two heads down. You feel me? I think the Hydra or like the three-headed snake will live with one head breathing, because I don't feel like Roxanne Perez is going to defeat Mandy Rose next week on NXT. But how'd you feel about this match?
It was a fine TV match. It wasn't anything like standout, I didn't think. I think Team 2-1, they have good chemistry I don't know if they like did anything on the indies together. I don't know how deep their friendship really is. But
this makes perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they're in that PC together. I'm sure they spend a lot of time together. So I'm not mad at this. I think JC and Gigi, I don't want to say they had a good run. It wasn't a bad run. It was just kind of like,
I can't call it, bro.
Yeah, it was kind of in the middle. I don't think they're ready. I know people want to call Toxic Attraction up, but I don't know if Gigi and JC are like ready. They don't seem like it. Especially honestly, Gigi. I don't think Gigi has figured this out yet. I think JC's in a better place.
Yeah, I would say that for sure. But I'm still like, I'm so sorry. Like, we've been watching this show for a really long time, and I still can't call it with Toxic Attraction. Like, I I can't really make heads or tails if I actually like this team at all. But I don't hate them, or like I don't wish to see them less.
Yeah, I feel very indifferent about Toxic Attraction.
And in this match, I was just like, man, hopefully they could show us something, I hope I can see something from these two. And I would say the standout performer in this match was Cora Jade.
Yeah. I know people want to act like she's kind of like, yesterday's news kind of when Roxanne came in, but I mean, she's still holding her own. I think she's still kind of, she's figuring it out, which I think we were all just kind of waiting for with her. And I think, in the long run, it's really going to help her out. I still think she's going to be a star in this company for a long time if all, everything goes right.
Yeah, I already feel like she did great things with Natalya. So I think she's great so far. Roxanne Perez, I don't know. I don't know why I gravitated to her way more. Like I think she got a good thing going on.
I think she's a better worker. She's a better worker. I think she's I don't know if she had more experience than Cora in the ring, but she seems more natural with it than Cora does.
I'll agree there. So yeah, we got new tag team women's champions, and on the highest of highs, Roxanne Perez challenges Mandy Rose. She's going to be cashing in her contract, and she's gonna lose. Well, it is what it is.
What if she wins though?
That'd be fucking insane.
That'd be nuts.
Hey man, I'm all in for a little crazy shit going on. So
Roxanne double champ.
That'd be fucking insane. I can't imagine it.
I can't imagine do that.
If it happens,
you've been like 3 months.
Fuck it. Not to be disrespectful to her side, but tiny Roxanne Perez is on the same shit as Keith Lee being a double champ. That's crazy, bro.
That's insane.
So we'll see what happens there. I'm looking forward to the match next week. I do think Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, they're great together. So we'll see what happens there. Next match on the card.
Wesley versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams with his best Muhammad Ali impersonation, but
not best interpretation of his Muhammad's offense. He came out as a boxer. Yeah, he came out as a boxer. Doing homage to him, doing wild kicks.
He would do with the Copiero. I don't know how to say it.
Fucking Taekwondo, bro. That boy was just mashing X and O this shit Tekken, bro.
I think it was Eddie from Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this match, it wasn't, I mean, we've said the same thing about Trick Williams a gajillion times. You still got to figure it out. I don't think he did anything particularly bad in this match. The finish was very, very old school. That's some 70s old school ass, Dusty Rhodes ass finish.
It is a very creative finish. And,
so I guarantee you that happened in Mid-South, at the fucking Sportatorium, and Shawn Michaels was there one night when he was a kid. And he was like, yo, I remember back when I was 12 years old, I saw fucking, I don't know, Barry Gordy or somebody fucking, put something in the other guy's eye. We should do that for that match. I guarantee that's some Shawn Michaels shit that he saw at this fucking Sportatorium. So
I was just like, okay, whatever with this match. But when I think about it, and this is just how, I like this finish because Trick Williams is not very experienced in that ring. So he would not know how to cheat like a veteran. You feel me?
Yeah.
He wouldn't know to really get into position to so he can put his foot on the ropes or something like that, or be very mischievous when he's in the ring. He could do it all the time when Carmelo's in there because doing it behind the rest back or whatever is all great.
Yeah.
But I think he's not going to be the wildly veteran that knows how to really make it seem seamless. He's not going to be like Eddie Guerrero with the shit, with the cheating. So I think him doing something very basic and something as simple as this, I thought it was cool.
It was cool. It was cool, a little way to differentiate him from Carmelo too. They gave him his own music. They gave him that little drill beat or whatever they had going on. Very also, I said Barry Gordy.
That Fabio forehead is crazy, bro.
I said Barry Gordy. Barry Gordy is absolutely not a wrestler. I don't know why I said Barry Gordy yet.
Perfectly fine.
Kevin Von Erich. Y'all know what I was talking about.
Whatever. Some old nigga. But I thought the match was fine. I'm not going to really call it with Trick Williams in the ring because that was not a work rate match. So.
At all. I mean, Wesley looked good. I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go from there. Are we running this back?
I feel like
do we care? Do we care? I don't care that much.
I care because I want Trick Williams to grow and not get left behind. So maybe they should run it back.
I guess.
Maybe.
Tiffany Stratton versus Wendy Chu.
Now this match, man.
See, this is because the stream I was watching on the USA app. So the commercial, I didn't see the whole brawl.
You got like the match. You got the commercial.
I got this commercial. So I didn't see the brawl before. I didn't even know what happened until they showed the replay. I was like, oh, I wish I had seen that before. It would have added so much more to the match for me.
So when they linked up and she like poured the makeup on her, the powder in her face, and then they were like, it had the same start as like Solo Sikoa and
Boa.
Yes, and I like that match a lot. So like, let's run that back. Like I thought it was really slick. I thought it was cool, and like NXT definitely did not waste any time this week. Like I thought
they couldn't afford to. They had like 7 matches on a 2-hour show.
So like gonna do this? If you were there in the crowd for that show, you definitely like you did not get a television taping. You feel me? You got like a pay-per-view like show.
It was almost takeover. It was like not takeover, but like whatever the 2.0 show is now. You
got like a wrestling show throughout like the whole thing because like the show kind of didn't stop. And I thought that was really cool. So I thought that was really nice. Yo, Tiffany Stratton.
I can't say enough nice things about Tiffany Stratton in the ring.
She got it, bro. She got it, bro.
Great. She's great.
I was talking to speaking of devil, I was talking to Justin. He just texted me right now. We were trying to find those MAGA pictures.
Does she have MAGA pictures?
Hey man, I remember seeing it. I remember seeing an Instagram post where it had hashtag MAGA, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, she did. She cleared that. She said, "Nope, y'all ain't about to get me out of here." I bet you as soon as the Nikita shit came out, she's like, "Oh, let me go check my shit real quick."
Hey, there's also a very funny screenshot. I'm gonna send it to you. I sent it to the Discord though. Couldn't find it, bro. So I'm gonna sing her praises. I think she's absolutely fucking fantastic. And you know, whatever. She might have grown from that. Like she's not tagging MAGA shit anymore. Unlike fucking what they've been calling her Rump Limbaugh.
Rump Limbaugh. Also, you know what? I want to speaking of that MAGA stuff, I want to be fair to you wrestlers. We gotta stop putting MAGA on people who never explicitly say they're MAGA. Number one, Undertaker. Y'all just stop throwing Undertaker and shit. He ain't even like Undertaker don't be bothering nobody about
the Blue Lives Matter tee was crazy.
It looked crazy. That's a little crazy. Other than that, I've never openly heard him say nothing wild like that, unlike his fake brother Kane. You know what I mean? So he's cool with me.
And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Undertaker said nothing crazy about anything else, from what I've heard. So he's cool with me.
we go see what happens at his one-man show.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know.
But I love Tiffany Stratton. I really do. Like, I think she's fantastic. What?
I was gonna say, and she's only 23. And she hadn't even been wrestling for a full year yet. I'm looking on Pro Wrestling Fandom. It says her debut was November 16th. It hadn't even been a year yet. Look how she's already got it. She's already figured this shit out in what? 8 months?
I'm Stratton Squad. Don't say that too fast. I'm fucking with it, bro. Like
I'm fucking with it, man.
When I was talking to Mark and Justin about just talking about Great American Bash, like I know that a lot of people aren't gonna say it, but Her and Bianca, naturals at this.
I see where you're going. Yep.
You're fucking natural, bro.
And they're also two of the best women athletes WWE's like ever seen. So it's saying something.
Hate if you want to. If you just hate if you want to, do that all Vince loves blondes bullshit that you niggas been on, but clap it up for Liv Morgan. It's fine, bro. It's okay. Let that hate go, bro. Go up for that little rich girl, bro.
She real deal. She real deal.
And hey, man. I don't know what Tiffany Stratton as a face looks like, bro, but I'm ready for it. Like,
it's gonna be like damn, I want to say Kurt Angle. I don't want to say like she's as good as Kurt Angle is. Obviously, when Angle's first year, but I'm just saying like his transition from heel to face, and it still worked and it still made sense, and like he had it like that immediately. It's gonna be interesting. I think she has a bright. If she really sticks at this, she has a bright future in this company. Like for real.
I already think she got the daddy little rich girl shit down pat.
That's what I'm saying. Because like a lot of those 2.0 girls, they still haven't really figured. Like Nikita, she still hasn't figured it out yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I think Cora took a long time to figure out what she was.
Lash figured out what she wanted to do. Tiffany found out what she wanted to do. It took Wendy Chu quite some time, but
years. She found it took Wendy Chu years to figure out what she could do.
She figured out what she wanted to do right now. Like there's a lot of people on NXT who haven't figured it out. So I'm gonna give it up for the one person that does, and they're really good in the ring currently. So that is my Tiffany Stratton praises for this week. Wendy Chu, you're also great in this match as well. We already love you out here, so
you already know the vibes.
Yeah. I thought they had a really solid match together. Yeah. It looks really good.
Man. Less than a year. That's crazy. Next up, Grayson Waller versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT North American Championship.
I'll let you go first.
It was a good match. I mean, it's Carmelo Hayes' big match. First of all, great entrance. The entrance was really cool. Like the little basketball dream team, whatever he was trying to do, Team USA joint. That was cool. That was a cute little entrance. I saw a Fabulous shouting them out. Yeah, man. Honestly, what's crazy? I don't really remember much that happened in this match. I just remember it was good. I couldn't tell you anything that really happened though. Am I bugging?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't remember that. I don't really remember this match either. I don't really think it was bad or anything. I just don't really have like much to say. Like I don't have much to say about this as much as I had to say about like Tiffany Stratton and Wendy Chu, because I feel like everybody in this match is already great.
And we've seen whatever they did in this match, we've probably seen it from before from all of them. You know what I mean? Like we've seen kind of the formula of a Carmelo match. Not saying it's bad, just that we've seen it. So there's nothing really new to talk about. Grayson, I think Grayson's held his own. I think y'all owe Grayson some apologies. I think he's much better than y'all try to give him credit for or lack of credit for. I think he's actually pretty good. And I think he's another guy who kind of figured out who he is.
Yeah.
And it's showing in the ring now. I think that style just flashy. I'm trying to be that, There
was the interesting conversation that happened in Discord. It was just like, man, let's just swap out Austin Theory for
Grayson Waller. Please, I love that.
Yeah, I'd probably be a lot more happy about it, even though like you're supposed to hate the heel. And I think that Austin Theory really got that, but like I hate him in a different way. But no, man, I think Grayson Waller is already great. Like I think him and Carmelo Hayes, they're like fantastic. This match is like me having nothing really to say doesn't mean like it's a bad thing. Like I expected good shit from both these guys, and I got it.
It was a good match to have a good match. There was no real heat to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't.
It was just a match. It's very Tony Khan booking-ish kind of way. They just threw this match together out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, there wasn't a real story for this, so there's nothing I can sink my teeth into.
It's like, okay, we're having a match because it's going to be a good match, which is fine. I don't hate that. Like, I know I make fun of Tony Khan for doing it a lot, but I think because he just does it so much, I don't mind if you book a match just to have a good match sometimes. I think that's fine. I think when you do it too much just to have a match, it kind of kills the point. You know what I mean? We'll get into that when we talk about AEW later, but like if you do it every week and there's no real heat to the match, like why do we care? In this instance, it was fine. It's whatever. I'm not gonna like, when I have my best of matches at the end of the year, not gonna hit that. But it wasn't like anything bad. It was a cool match.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got sad days, man. Diamond Mine versus Diamond Mine. We have Damon Kemp and Roderick Strong against the Creed brothers for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Yeah, man. Sad to see. It might be over for these guys, and I'm really upset about it. Those are my guys, man. That's my group, and they didn't last long enough for me to even invest in them like this.
Man, come on, man. Don't think like that.
Those are my guys, man.
Diamond Mine is forever, bro. Stop that.
No, it's over, man.
I thought this match was really good. I like these. I like all 4 people involved. Of course, Damian Kemp. I think he's doing great stuff right now. If
he's catching on quick.
Yeah. If this whole Diamond Mine story has been an accelerated program for Damian Kemp, is working very fucking well.
I also think his NXT UK little excursion really helped him out too. I think he's improved since then too.
I think it's been working for everybody.
Yeah, it's crazy how well that little UK excursion has been working. Lash Legend looked fantastic out there.
The only people I haven't checked out was the Rednecks on NXT UK yet, but
they've only done one match, so and it was 4-way. So
we'll see what happens with them. But really, really good shit from the mothers, man. I would say not even a nitpick. This is a serious concern. The Brutus Ball, stop that shit.
Stop doing it. Stop it. Don't do it outside.
The move is ass.
Do it in the ring.
No more. The match is ass. I mean, the move is ass. Stop that shit. No more. Absolutely not. Stop that shit.
They're crazy white boys. They're gonna do.
He's gonna do that shit until he get injured. Stop doing that shit.
He's young. He got fresh bones.
Stop doing that shit. I'm about to tweet that motherfucker. Stop doing that shit, bro.
Does he have a Twitter?
I don't know. Probably.
I only see Julius tweet. I never see you.
He be talking here.
He be talking that shit.
Yeah, that was talking that shit with no basis.
Also, is it me or Julius and Roddy were really hitting each other? They were hitting each other kind of hard.
Oh, yeah, probably. He probably like that shit.
He like that shit. They crazy. All of them crazy, low key.
I learned that sometimes motherfuckers really like to get hit hard so they could get into that groove or get in that get the blood flowing in the brain, get that angry juices and shit.
That's the Sheamus mindset. Yeah. I would hate. Could you imagine you're the guy who had to wrestle Sheamus every week on the house show, just 3 times a week,
just beat your fucking head in.
I'll be mad as hell. I'll be mad as hell, bro. After there was a story where somebody played a prank on Vince. I don't remember who the wrestler. I want to say Big Show. They pulled a prank on Vince, and then Vince was ended up booking him against Great Khali every night on the fucking house show for 3 months just to punish him for doing a prank on him. I could imagine having to wrestle the Great Khali for 3 months. He don't hold back on nothing.
Yeah, you slap the shit out your chest, boy.
Ah! Yeah.
Main event time.
Cameron Grimes versus Braun Breaker. Good match. This was a good match.
Very solid. Very solid.
This was a very good match. I enjoyed this.
This is really great stuff. I would say some of the most shocking points of this match is the crowd not booing Braun Breaker when he won. The crowd seems into really both these guys. They truly had a solid match all around. I thought this was a really good main event.
I like the finish. The finish was great.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry when I hate when I have nothing to say about a really good match. I just thought this match was really fucking good. Cameron Grimes and Braun Breaker, they have amazing chemistry. I love the cave in spots. I love the the kick out from it. They need the spear out of the air kind of thing.
I like it,
but sometimes it do be looking a little silly when he be a split second behind, where he'll be catching it frame perfect for me. But it's cool. I like that. It kind of makes the spear is different from a lot of other people that have the spear as a finisher. So it's all right with me.
Yeah. I don't know where Grimes goes from here. I know there was like a little like clip going on like after the show, a little clip where like he was in the locker room and the lights started flickering. We got pray it's not Joe Gacy. We get Cameron Grimes, Joe Gacy. Ugh. I don't really know where Cameron goes from here. He lost his belt. He lost the North American. He lost this championship opportunity. So is it rock bottom? Are you gonna get the call up? Even though I know we're not supposed to talk about that word. It's forbidden. But
I just hate when like we're just like, man, we don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Just call them up.
Call up. Well, like the main roster, got something for them to do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
throw them up.
I don't want to say it's a lazy answer because sometimes the call up is the right answer. Or like
right answer. We learned that we forgot to talk about. Oh, did we talk about it last week? Io Shirai?
Oh no, we didn't talk about that. We can talk about it quick. Let's just finish talking about this match. Yeah, Cameron Grimes got ascend, man. Like I kind of think that like, yeah, he didn't like win the title, but I feel like he's done cooking. Like you could take him out the oven, man.
Yeah,
I think he's good. If they want to have Grimes just sit out for a little bit, and then call him up, I think that'd be fine. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I see Cameron Grimes in the next couple weeks not really doing shit, or like he's on the show and he's just doing bullshit, I'll be like, all right, come on, man. Now what are you doing? Get this man out of here, bro. But quick hits, Io Shirai. What is it? Was it Meltzer that reported this?
I want to say it was Wade. It could have been Meltzer or Wade. It was somebody, one of those guys, whoever it was, credit to them. They've been reporting that Io Shirai, it was Meltzer. Io Shirai possibly not re-signing and wants to go back home to see her family in Japan. And you know what? If that's the reason, understandable. I can't, what can you really say about that? Family's family. She's been in America for what? 4 or 5 years now? Maybe 4 years? Yeah. I don't know when she showed up.
Io Shirai has been in America for a really long time, and America sucks. Yeah. So
that too. She probably saw that bullshit. Let me get out of here, bro. Y'all like, bugging.
What is it? She got married. She hasn't, been around her husband, or if she's just homesick. Meals talked about it a little on the A show. Like people are using this as a chance to be like, oh man, WWE like booked it all wrong, and it's just like, what the fuck they supposed to do about a nigga being homesick?
Yeah, you'll go
that
home.
That is absolutely something out of their control. Because it'd be like, hey man, I would love to go home, but I couldn't because of COVID. Like this shit's like I would. As far as I know, is that Io Shirai, she has other her other Japanese or Asian co-workers and her cat. That's it. Motherfucker, what about the man she married? Like, let me get out of here, bro.
What if Vince pulls a move? He's like, look, how about we bring Evil over here then?
I don't think that'll fix shit. She still got family over there.
I mean, but she got her husband out here.
But what about the rest of her family?
I mean, the report just said her husband. I'm the one who said family. I think it just said her husband. But I mean, I know what you mean.
Her husband's family, but
that's what I'm saying. Send them over here. What if she? Them the big baggy.
I think that you're misunderstanding. I think you're misunderstanding what homesick is like. Like you can't just bring your home to Florida.
The report didn't. I don't believe the report said homesick. It just said she wants, be with her family. You can bring the family here. You know what I mean?
Let's not do this. I think you can make a very clear inference that she misses her home.
We don't know that. All right, look, regardless, we at the War Report wish the best for Io Shirai. Personally, I would like her to stay. But if she want to go home, I can't, I can't fault her for going home.
If she want to go home, and I know like people like, she like, oh, she want to go home and like go do Stardom. That's not what that necessarily means. Sometimes a nigga is just homesick, but also if she stays in NXT or she goes to Stardom, I win.
She gonna go to Stardom. She definitely going to Stardom.
I win.
She's absolutely going to Stardom.
if she
leaves,
Stardom,
she going to Stardom.
Shit lit. Nigga is lit. I don't hate her in NXT. Like, I know a lot of people that like want her to go to Stardom hate NXT or like hate WWE. So they're just like, it's a win for us, but it's just like, nigga, I like both. So
I will say, they probably should have called her up a long time ago. I'll say that much.
Oh, yeah. But they should have called her up a long time ago. But like NXT still needed her.
I mean, I'm talking about pre-pandemic. They could have called her up, and they just didn't. I'm like, they probably should have.
I definitely think that. Well, shit. I was gonna say maybe after after her match against Sasha Banks, like maybe there should have been a lot of plans.
Yeah, let's do something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. I win.
Only about you, or
yeah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck what you want. Shit, tap into Stardom if you miss her so much. Shit, lit over there. So it is what it is. Quick hits. We got Chase U going to the UK. I love Thea Hale. I think she's amazing. I think she's adorable. She needs. I do be having to turn my goddamn headphones down when she be talking, but I love Chase U. I think they're great.
funny.
Tony D'Angelo put the beats on Santos, so he's in the hospital. So now it kind of just makes their feud even. What was weird was just like he was just like, "Hey man, only motherfucker doing shit here is Elektra. This is going up. Money's coming in." I was like, "What the fuck she doing?"
she getting that money. You know what I mean?
What she doing?
Homeowner. You know what I mean? She a landlord.
She got an exclusive fan club, bro.
You know what I mean?
But I think that's if anybody had to sit out, let it be Santos. It's okay. Also,
I hope Santos did not shoot hurt.
Yeah,
I hope it's just like
I think he might be shoot hurt or like just like a checkup or something, So who knows? Apollo Crews, he comes in, cuts a little promo about his daughters not watching him on SmackDown or Raw. I think that's crazy. that boy cut the big swole promo. But I'm gonna make them proud that I'm on NXT. Okay. So it's all cool. It's all fine. Giovanni Vinci comes out. They're gonna have a little feud. I think that should be good matches. I think that's great.
The match of generic bald guys. Only one can win.
The milk chocolate milk dud versus the real milk dud. Loser gotta grow hair.
Yeah.
So that should be cool. Von Wagner.
my guy. That's my guy, bro.
Oh, him and Solo Sikoa are gonna have something going on.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Y'all niggas have fun, bro. Let's get into NXT. I mean, AEW. My fault.
He's picking. Wardlow's picking up the pace here. And 3. Wardlow, the foot on the chest. Yes! Whoa! Champion! Whoa! This match. New TNT champion, Wardlow. Amazing. An emphatic victory for the new TNT champion, Wardlow.
What a story. What a story. From what he had to endure to even be part of AEW.
For the second time, the TNT Championship changes hands in Rochester, New York.
All right, AEW. Ooh-wee. I know we've been shitting a lot on AEW on this episode, and I'm very sorry because it's not stopping. This episode stinks, man. This episode's not good, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what? I can't even vouch for this episode. This episode was it was a one-match show, and the one match they gave us wasn't even like, it was cool. You know what I mean?
I've been in a really good fucking mood since last week, and like nothing has stopped that train. I've been feeling great. I've been feeling fantastic. all day I've been feeling great. Soon as what did I talk about? I think after the Christian segment, I said, I gotta put me first. my mental health was like deteriorating. I was like, I'm telling you, I've been in a great mood all week until like I started watching the show. So I had to put it down.
I wasn't even I was just bored. It was just a boring
I
show.
was not bored, but my head was just fucking hurting, bro. It really was. So we're just gonna get a lot of this stuff out of the way. Moxley versus Brody King. This is the match that I did tune in for. If I was gonna watch anything, I was gonna watch this main event. Because you know the title picture is important. I was not impressed by Brody King showing here. What is it? Commentary was just like, oh man, how is Moxley gonna beat this guy that's so much bigger than him? And I was just like, maybe the same way he beat fucking Jake Hager. Knock, like what the fuck? Like, and that's exactly what fucking happened. Bulldog choked him. What are you trying to do here? Is that like Brody King ain't no real threat, bro? Like he's not a real like credible contender.
See, that was my problem. You know, I know we talked about Great American Bash, Waller and Carmelo. This is very similar to that in the aspect of like it was a match. The match was fine. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was a fine match. It was there's no heat. Like there was no real investment in this. And at no point during this match did I think, oh, what if maybe Brody King might get this? At no point.
Oh, that was never a thought.
Even though Brody King had the winning record in AEW, and I think he looked, somewhat dominant. He's like the third most interesting member of his group, possibly the fourth most interesting member of his group at this point. He doesn't really do anything for me that stands out. Nor did he really do anything in this match besides that little cannonball movie. I do like the little cannonball, but that's about it from Brody King for me at least. I just thought it was really interesting to have this match and book this match as the main event of the show. Just compared to the heat that match got compared to the match the opening with Wardlow and Scorpio Sky, which had a lot of heat and the crowd was really invested in. I just thought it was really interesting that they went with this as the main event, and it just was like, yeah, we're here, but like I don't really care. You know what I mean? This was definitely like I don't care because they're like, what does this match mean for anything? It's just a match to have a match, and I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Like you said, I didn't find this match to be particularly any bad. Is I just wasn't interested. Which is that's different. I'm not interested in Brody King. He is probably like one of the least important members in his own faction. He won a battle royale that I did not watch. And the fact also in the fact that like you guys are like having this match like now. Like
no build, no promo. They wouldn't even
like you said, not even a promo for real. And the promo that Moxley cut on the beginning of this episode was fucking terrible.
It's the same promo he always does.
Rambles. Nothing important is said. And then what is it? Malachi Black was talking for Brody King, and I was just like, I guess, man. But yeah, I didn't find this match any particularly interesting. If you enjoyed it, to each your own. Next, we got Christian Cage Freeman talking to Matt Hardy, and he just cuts a whole bunch of edgy shit. A lot of shit cut deep. It's a lot of shit that I would say, but not publicly.
he was saying some shit. He definitely called him a clout chaser. I said, "Yep." I audibly said, "Yep" to myself. Like, yeah. I think a cloud chaser. Absolutely. You're 100% right.
As much as I want to say that he was just like being like hella edgy and like, kind of just picking up the low-hanging fruit. Yes, sir. This is nigga spitting.
Yo, you know what it is too? I think I just don't like Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
I don't like him as a person.
When he came out, I was just like, Nigga, go back. Like, so there's something that if you want to watch back the segment, Matt Hardy cannot move.
The little fight at the end.
Like, I know this is gonna look terrible because I'm gonna like demonstrate it.
Oh god.
But like when you fight a nigga, you kind of lunge at him. You feel me? With Matt Hardy, he just went like this and tried to catch his forearms. And I'm just like, this nigga can't move. Like, he didn't like to fight off Luchasaurus and Christian Cage. He didn't move his lower half at all.
He moved like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
Like, not even that. Like, because his whole body would move. Like, he just leaned forward. Like he do the smooth criminal, but only with his upper half. Like, this motherfucker can't move, bro. Like, why are you having him out here doing this? Like, why?
The history, long-term booking.
Why is Matt Hardy the one that you want to feed out here? And Matt Hardy trying to be, being like, oh man, what's that shit? He did the Butcher. He was trying to get sympathy for the Butcher and the Blade and Private Party. I said, yeah, nigga, you ruined them. Don't be like, man, I sure regret that. Fuck you, nigga. Yeah. The fuck, you ruined two of young black men career. That shit crazy, bro. Nah, this segment's there was a lot of spitting in this, but I thought it was a lot of low hanging fruit though. Like,
look,
this is bullshit that me and you would say, Yeah.
Look, man. It's like, I know I gave Christian credit the first week he did it. I thought, okay, the first week is cool. Now that we're 3 weeks into doing this edgy promo thing, I'm over it, bro. This is MJF 2.0, MJF Senior. I don't know what to call this. It's just like, what are we doing, man? Why are we bringing up Jeff Hardy's, drinking and driving? I thought we were, I thought that was a bad thing in wrestling when you bring that up. We saw this happen a year ago or 2 years ago with a year ago with Jimmy Uso, 2 years ago with Sheamus. Oh, yeah. But like, I'm not even gonna get into it. The discourse by now is bad when the other side does it, but it's okay when they do it. You know what I mean? But like,
the same energy is never kept, and then we saw it at some other point in this match. But it's always been that, so we ain't gotta really get on it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna dwell on it, but it's just like, come on, man. This is like, Christian. I know you're like, that's what makes me mad. It's like the people who I know are actually good at promos that do this. Like, why are y'all doing this? You don't need to do it. I know y'all guys are creative enough in your brain, especially Christian, who've been doing this for 25 plus years. I know you got better shit than that up there. Like, why are you like, it ain't doing it for me, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've been over it already. I already told you it was about to hit this trail. Like, I know the goal is not to like, I know he's a heel. That's fine. I know he's supposed to get like hella hate and Jungle Boy's gonna get that pop or whatever when he comes back. But to me, he was always gonna get that pop.
Yeah,
so it don't matter.
Over guys in
the that's why I'm just like, he's always gonna get that pop. That's like perfectly fine. Like, that was always gonna happen. So I don't think Christian Cage has to gather this much heat. And if we're gonna do anything for anybody, like, maybe we should be getting Luchasaurus a little more something going on,
Well, they basically returned Luchasaurus into
I was saying Abyss.
No, yeah, he's Abyss. He's a knockoff of a wrestler who was already a knockoff.
And then
Abyss is clearly Kane Jr. and this is Kane, and this is Abyss Jr.
In the Tom Cole position. What's also funny? What's also really funny is that like Luchasaurus' entrance, or like Christian Cage's entrance. Luchasaurus. I was just like, why did you steal Death Triangle's entrance? Like, why'd you take that from him? Like, you are not your own man.
Oh,
you're not your own dino, bro. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, I didn't. Just a whole bunch of low hanging fruit around until Jungle Boy is like cleared to come back, and we don't know when that is. And I can't take another like 2 months of this shit. There has to be some matches in between.
Let me tell you. Well, I think Jungle Boy is hurt, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he's like hurt. So like I can't take any more of this. Like, can we get some actual matches in between?
No. I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully.
I can't take the promos no more. Next we got Wardlow winning the TNT Championship against Scorpio Sky in a street fight. I'm
gonna give this match some bail. I'm gonna give this match some bail.
I'm gonna give this match some bail, but also not. This match should have been the main event. I think that would have been cool because it would have left Lizard Crowd home happy. But they would have had to sit through Rampage. So
this is what I think they should have did. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of 2001 WWF lately. And the way they format the shows, Meals gave me the idea. He said, this match should have ended the show. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. Why put confetti at the beginning of the show? Confetti's for the end of the show, first of all. You don't put confetti.
Yeah, exactly. Because the nigga gotta sweep all that shit up.
But that, and just like, if you really wanted to get odds in the main event tonight, you wanted a better second hour rating number, have a promo to start the show with Wardlow, or you could have Scorpio Sky, an America top team, cut a promo in the ring, or in the ring, hype up the match for the main event tonight. You know what I mean? You got all those top team guys there. Put them all in the ring. Have them all talk shit on Wardlow, this or that. Give them 10 minutes of promo time. Then we get to the main event later on. You got heat for the match. You know what I mean? Like, It just seems like it's right there, and they're taking like the lazy steps to get to places where they can put a little more effort into things to get people to care more.
They put like I always say, man, AEW will always make the worst decision. They always will, man, without fucking fail.
Now for the match itself, I think I'm going to shoot them bail. I don't think Scorpio Sky is still healthy enough to really be working a match like that. I think that's why they went with the street fight and had all those other guys in the match so that Scorpio Sky didn't have to do as much. So I'm not going to shit on the match too much. It match served its purpose. Hopefully Scorpio Sky can get some whatever time off he needs to get healthy again.
Yeah. I don't really like Scorpio Sky matches like that anyway. So for this to be short and sweet, perfect.
Yeah,
it's okay with me. Wardlow, very deserving champion.
Crowd was hot too.
Yeah, the crowd was hella hot for that. It sucks that it wasn't he couldn't get this sort of pop, challenging for the AEW championship or winning that instead. But yeah, the match is fine. Fantastic for Wardlow. Congratulations to him. Question that I want to pose for you before we go into these quick hits. What is the colors for his custom belt?
Where's he from? Minnesota?
Yeah, I should be asking you.
Where's he from? Oh, I think if he's from Minnesota, I want to say purple, but they've already done purple. I feel like
bro,
he's from Ohio. Ew, they give him a brown belt. Ew. I guess they give him the Cavaliers colors, or the
I wouldn't like that. McDonald's that'd be like a dark skin McDonald's belt that Cody had.
Yeah. I gotta find out where, because I don't know if it's near Cincinnati or Cleveland. I think I can decide where is it at. I don't know where do you think it's near Cleveland, so they might do Cavs or the Indians or the Guardians, whatever they call the Guardians now. I don't know what they're gonna do. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna say they'll do the Cavs colors or something like that. I don't know how that works, which is I think is gold and maroon.
He be having green gear, right? Like his Titantron green, right? They might give him a Hulk type joint.
I think it changed. That would be kind of hard though. A green and purple. I would be mad at that. I would be mad at that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A little poison. Cool with me. Quick hits. We got Thunderstorm versus Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir. And I'll tell you right now, will not watch this. I was tapped into Black Print Radio. Shout outs to Justin, Mark, and Josh Pease over on AMP. I wasn't watching this,
man. Yeah, this was it was a match. It wasn't I won't say it was bad. First of all, Thunder Rosa was beating the shit out of Marina Shafir. she was hitting her hard. Besides that, I think it picked up near the end, and I thought it was a whatever TV match. It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It's probably the best showing I've seen from Marina Shafir. I guess she didn't really fuck up too bad. I still don't understand why she's been on my TV for the last 4 weeks straight, but
it don't make no damn sense.
It don't make no damn sense. Why, mind you, I watched Dark for the first time in a minute. Look who I see: Hikaru Shida and Yuka Sakazaki just wasting away on fucking AEW Dark. What are we doing, man?
Hey man,
you got Yuka crazy, Sakazaki right there.
I know Marina Shafir is here getting reps, but motherfucker, she's been getting reps on Dark forever, bruh. And working out does not work if you're working out wrong.
I just don't think Marina Shafir got it. If the PC couldn't do it and AEW couldn't do it, it's you. You aren't that girl. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, but I really think they're doing this for Roddy. They have to be. It's the only thing that makes sense at this point.
I hope it don't work.
Would that be some shit?
Put her on my screen all you like. I'm not gonna budge, and neither is Roddy. We solid, nigga. Diamond mine.
He leaving, bro. Nigga's gone. He is out of there.
Nah, me and my nigga Roddy, we down. We hard.
Gone. You know he's about to be right back with Undisputed Elite.
Cause you know what happens? He playing it smart. Cause if he shows up, that means she don't get no more time. That boy playing 4D chess. That boy from the trailer park, but he ain't dumb. You feel me?
Is he really from the trailer park? Or that's a running joke?
He said, you know, he ain't going back to the ghetto. You feel me?
He ain't going back. Hey, this is true. He might go back.
No, don't, Roddy, please. I love you.
He might go back.
I hit up Roddy the other night, and he said that's the play. Got the scoops myself. Roddy, it man.
Roddy Rich, huh? All right. What's next? I'm ready for bed.
We got Rush versus Pentagon Jr. I ain't watched this. I think this was to plug the ROH show, right?
Is it? I don't think is Rush a part of ROH or is he just AEW officially? I don't think he's a part of ROH.
Shit, he not?
I'm pretty sure
he was on.
He was on ROH. I know he was, but I don't think he was. I think he's like AEW, like official. I don't think he's like. I don't think he with the ROH crew. You know what I mean?
Okay. Whatever. That match happens. And then Fighter Fest.
No, well, it was. I will say it was a decent match. It wasn't a bad match, and the finish was a finish they've done too many times, which is the rip the mask off the Lucha Bros. At this point, if I'm the Lucha Bros, just stop wearing the mask, bro. How many times they're gonna lose like this?
Glue that shit to your head, man.
You know what I mean? Surgically attach it. I don't know. Figure this out. Y'all, you can't keep losing like this.
Or have a mask under your mask.
Feel me?
But yeah, Fighter Fest is next week. They haven't announced much matches, but you know, and
2 matches.
Yeah, 2 matches. But in AEW fashion, we'll be getting 30 matches by the time this episode goes up on the public feed.
Exactly on Friday, we're gonna find out all the other matches.
Exactly on Friday. That's when the whole card comes out. But a match that they announced is going to be the Young Bucks versus Team Taz with Ricky Starks and Hobbs and Swerve and Keith Lee. Boy, I don't give a fuck about this shit. You don't send these 2 teams out as cannon fodder not once, but twice in a 2-month span. That's fucking crazy, bro.
You know they're not winning either. So what are we even doing?
Like, do these niggas feel valued? Cause that's crazy, bro.
I don't know.
And then
the other match I found it. Claudio versus Jake Hager.
Anyways, I thought it was very funny during that Young Bucks, you know, and the niggas segment where they were chanting the fuck out of FTR. And then they had to like sandbag it, but the crowd was just like, "Damn, nah, for real, no FTR."
who are the number 1 contenders? They are the number 1 contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championship. They keep getting skipped over. I don't understand it.
I know. We said that shit about Dax Harwood. You know, we love FTR in this household. We love them way more than the Bucks.
I give him all the credit in the world for his
ability.
He just be acting like a little. I don't even know.
They need to hear the good one more time, man. We love them. We love them out here, and I think it's crazy that they keep getting skipped over. That's hilarious. If there's any clear instance of the Bucks keeping them down, that was it right there. Also, I wouldn't waste Young Bucks versus FTR on the Fyter Fest.
I mean, I'm assuming they're going to be the all-out match is going to be maybe for like all the belts or something like that. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long they can hold off FTR versus the Bucks at this point.
When FTR starts losing all those damn belts, it's going to be a rough day on Twitter for them. But yeah, that is it. That is it from us. You can follow everything that we do on the A Show Network at the A Show RNC on Twitter. You can follow Quan at Twitter at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR on Twitter. All the information will be on our show notes. You can subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. On this episode, we talked about Money in the Bank and our thoughts on that. You can tap into our Patreon exclusive shows like Spot Callers, Legendary Runs, Invasion Diaries, Draft. Is the Invasion Diaries, and then what was the other one?
X8 Diaries.
The X8 Diaries. There we go. And I don't know if you're tapped in with Meals on Twitter, over on the A Show. The draft diaries is definitely in the works already. That boy is definitely doing his homework. Do not let that man fool you, bro. It's coming, bro. Do not let that man fool you. We're gonna have merch very soon. If you want to get a first look of what that looks like, subscribe to our Patreon. And Spot Callers will be coming out relatively soon. Me and Justin will be talking about The Bash.
2009?
Yes.
What was on that?
CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio. And I remember looking at the card on Cage Match, and I saw the first two matches. I was just like, ew, stinky.
Jericho Mysterio, they had a good little run that year. I think they had like run of matches.
I heard that it was on a lot of match of the year lists. So
yeah, they had a good run of matches.
So should be cool. And then, if that doesn't sound great to you, we have a whole bunch of other stuff on our Patreon. You get the show early, you get the A Show early, you get the Rewriters Room early, and all of that. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, hopefully to see you on the Patreon next week. Goodbye.